but because missing one detail costs too much. So, people double-checked and triple-checked. The paralegal, the junior lawyer, the lead. Everyone carried part of the risk. The pressure wasn't loud, it was quiet. Always present, always in the background. Because when something slips, it doesn't look like a system issue. It feels avoidable. After the fact, it feels like we should have caught it. But it always feels personal. It lands on our team. This is how many law offices and firms still operate. Operational, but risk heavy. Dependent on diligence, not by design. It works until it doesn't. And this is the problem Ncase was built to solve. Built for lawyers and legal teams, not as a generic productivity tool, but a centralized legal workspace, an app that truly respects the responsibility you carry.
Ncase, our case management system. Calendar, Case e-filer, client and case record, billing, deadlines, attached case documents, and a clear timeline of what happened before and what's next. Directory, notes, add task collaborators.
Two-factor authentication to help safeguard our account.
Firm members' role, scope, and limitation. Administrator has control everything. Add, edit, delete, invite, and more. Lawyer or partner can add, edit, invite, and more, except deleting. Associate and paralegal have limited access only. Available on mobile and desktop.
And since our practice involves clients, that's why we built Ncase for Clients, a secure, case-specific space where clients can see their case status, upcoming hearings, upload documents securely, and view billing and payment records connected to their matter. Appointment booking, document submissions, and case updates connected to our legal workflow. Available on Google Play Store and App Store. All in one system, all in Ncase. Try Ncase today.
Good evening, everyone. So, welcome to our off-court series. This 2026 will be hosting this off-court series every third Saturday of every month at 6 p.m. So, guys, don't forget, for new lawyers, we'll be sharing tips. We'll be talking about consultations, what to do during consultations, because it's one thing that it's kind of difficult to handle, especially if we are new in the practice. Considering that we'd be directly talking to clients and we don't have in our hand what to do. So that's why it's gonna be helpful for us, especially those who are in litigation. And guys, today it's gonna be doing this live session, first session of the many sessions that we're gonna have, and we'll be talking about the first year journey of Attorney Janjan. And we welcome you to this series, and as I introduce to you, Attorney Janjan.
Okay, thank you, Attorney Hill, for having me as the co-host and the first guest of the off-court series. So first of all, I would like to congratulate the new lawyer. So this episode is especially prepared for you. Now, we're going to talk about at least two main points here. The first point is the purpose, and the second point is the experience. So let's go with the purpose. We are done with the oath-taking. Go proper na niya, Attorney? Let's go. Muna niya, finally.
Kanang mga abogado na to karon, especially magtabi kita kung asa sila padung. I remember Attorney Janjan katong bag-o pa sa ko porting lisura, no? So, we are happy nga karon you'd be talking about your journey. 'Di ba? 1-year journey kung how was it like? Kay lisod, 'di ba? Can you still
Actually,
remember pag bago nimo?
Until now, I'm still quite anxious, but with experience, okay.
Ay,
With
wow.
1 year experience, so
Murag ikaw gyud ang maka-share sa ato ang mga bagong lawyers. Because imagine kaning mga bagong lawyers, di sila kaibaw kung asa sila padong, di ba? Unsa ilang buhaton, ang mga kakulba. It's very difficult, di ba?
let's talk about we're talking about the uncertainty now. So for most of the new lawyers, and na sila ilahang path, na sila ilahang mga plans. But for those who are still uncertain sa ilahang mga paths, this is for you guys.
Yay. So let's welcome now. Balik ko na to, welcome si Attorney Janjan.
Okay, salamat Attorney Hill.
Sige.
Magpadayo na ta.
Oh, sige, muha na ang floor. Di na ko mangilog.
Okay. So, we have introduced the uncertainty of where to go after the oath-taking, after the signing of the rule. So, actually, sa uban, naana sila nakaplano na, nakaset up na. Some are going to the government, to the corporate, or the private practice, and actually for some uncertain pag yun gihapon. So that is why we're going to get that uncertainty certain. So to introduce is that kinahanglan na agyud kay purpose. And the first question that you would want to ask yourself kay asa man gyud ka, unsa man gyud ang imong gusto? What do you want? Ano ba yung gusto mo? San ba yung gusto mong path or journey? So, and then as for my case, actually going into litigation, guys, is really challenging, and marami akong naririnig na while they all see the glory and the success of litigation, but they don't see the challenges behind it. So if you are deciding to go corporate, well and good, but if you are deciding to go litigation, then you also have to decide if we'll go private or we'll go public service. So, but before we delve into that,
ano ba yung purpose mo, Attorney Jan?
ano ba yung purpose ko? Okay, I'll tell you a story. Before I passed the bar, like the last day of the bar exam, I told God specifically, God, if dili gali ko nimo papasaron na wala gid ka, wala kay ka nang mayo abogado nga mulaban sa gusto nimong palabanan. So I said like, God, if hindi mo ako ipapasa as like the bar exam, hindi mo ako ipapasa sa bar exam, walang magiging mabuting abogado na didepensa or like magre-represent sa mga gusto mong i-represent ako. So that's at that point I think I challenged God. And then surprisingly, I passed the bar. So after I passed the bar, I asked a question to myself. Now that I passed the bar, I know that it is God's will. Pero what's next? What's your main reason why? What's your deepest why? So I will be throwing this question to you also, as I threw it to myself before. So ano ba yung purpose nyo now that you have already become full-fledged lawyer? Okay, as in my case, I want to serve as many people as I could. So I could have go into. There are a lot of voices.
Are you saying government
there
service?
There are a lot of
attorney?
voices that okay. let's get serious. Mag-serious ra kita ha.
Ah.
Kani.
Are you thinking government service, attorney? Wala yun.
There are voices that are telling me to go because some of my relatives were going to public service. Now, public service or government service like that. And then most of them are like, yeah, most if not all are telling me to go public service. But based on my calculations, that would not serve my deepest why, my purpose, because inani magud ni siya. Let's say for example into public practice, like public service, they have a lot of cases. Say for example, the public attorney's office handles 1,000 cases, 2,000 cases. They could do that, or like they could serve at least, let's say for example, 10,000 clients in their entire career journey. But kung ako lang, I would go there, I could serve that 10,000 people and then 2,000 cases. But it would be, though daghan na ha, it's daghan na gyud na, but it would limit my purpose because gusto man ko daghan pa gyud. Dili lang limited sa akong area, like Toledo City. Dili lang limited sa Cebu, not limited to Cebu City or in Cebu province. So, akong gihuna-huna nga if I go into private practice, so actually I was discouraged honestly to go private practice and to be an associate at that because in reality, kung sa tinud-anay lang pagkastorya, ang associate lawyer gamay ra gyud na siya og kita, guys. So, panyeros and panyera. So, maliit lang yung kita ng associate lawyer. So, I was discouraged by my mom and dad, my family, to engage into associate practice. But we're okay now, we're good. But this is the main reason why I chose the private practice. So, if I go into private practice, I have a senior lawyer with me, Attorney Hill, and then my we were going to be, siguro mag-partner na bibe na namabot ang time na we will have a partnership, maybe, or could like expand my firm if I would want to. So if I will expand my firm, so ako lang, maka-serve ko, o let's say for example, like the Pau lawyer serves 10,000 cases, 2,000 clients.
Mali.
Inana, balik na day.
2,000 cases,
At least 2,000 cases and 10,000 clients kung one person lang. But if I have my associate with me or we have associates, we can hire more lawyers, then that's already, kung kausa lang, 20,000 na, diba? And then 4,000. But if the firm gets bigger, we can hire more lawyers and have more partners, then mas times 10 pa, times 20 pa ang mas-serve na itong client. So it is aligned with the purpose and the goal that I have to, like at least a widespread kana ang service lang yun. Yes. Dili lang sa Toledo, dili lang sa Cebu.
Tama na yung nakabitaha sa private practice because you have the option to really expand.
Oh, at first, like, it's really limited, pero it will pay off. Pero anyway, kanang mas inani mang good. And the second consideration that this is my personal, it's okay if you'll choose this, you'll choose public service or private practice. But as I share with you, if I go man good public service, dako dayon ang kita, okay? Dako dayon ang kita. And then,
kung may challenge na natin kung dako kag kita.
Oo na.
Diba mo may gusto kasagaran, di ba, sa mga tao?
Dako imo kita. So, makalitan ka, dako imuhang income diretso, ug ganahan na ka mo gawas, you want to go private practice, ganahan ka magsugod og imuhang firm, like maka-realize ka nga, ay ganahan na ko 10,000 or 20,000 people nga kana ang ma-serve nako. Mo private practice na ka, dili na ka kabiya because you have to start in the very beginning. Kailangan nimo
magsugod kay ikaw ko attorney patidlata. Pagbago na ko, mahuman na lang adlaw way halin. Perting paita. Di ba?
Lisod kayo. So, but anyway, lisod man good ang litigation, particularly dili kuan labi na kanang sa private practice ba kay kanang uncertainty, challenges, kanang unsay istorya nimo. So I will talk about the experience later when we go to the next topic, no?
Yeah.
So, but ang
Pero
ako
imo
lang,
yung main purpose, attorney, is that you want to serve more. And you think that the path going to serving more is private
Pure
practice.
private practice.
Because you can expand your network
yes,
later.
maka-expand man ko.
Yes.
We can have as many lawyers as we
As
can
you
hire.
want, di ba?
Yes,
Pwede ka
we
mag-expand
can
sa
partner,
lugar,
we can hire.
partner ka. So that's very good,
So,
attorney.
if you want to have a pro bono cases, we can do that. Kay,
Dako naman.
dako
di ba?
naman. Anyway, if
But
delegate
if kung naka sa private, sa public sector, attorney, gisuduhan man ka, di ba?
Yeah.
Actually, di gid
Actually, we are
siya.
being paid.
In fact, dako pa kay sila kita pag sugod. So, dili kay ko unsa man, dili
Um,
lahi gyud.
Actually,
Alignment.
dili man good ni siya about sa income. I'm not really considering about the money, the income. My real reason
Money will follow po dyan.
money will follow. Okay,
Yeah.
we have mentioned, nag-mention ta nga kanaang mo dako pa ta, mo extend pang firm, mag-hire pa ta og kanaang mga partners. So,
Yes.
money will follow. And I think our new lawyers is familiar or already know that.
So, importante gyud ang purpose. And you will be talking about your purpose, how you're using your purpose, attorney, sa practice. Kasi nagamit na po na nimo later. Ma-discuss ka, di ba?
Yes, I have already. If wala ko'y purpose, dugay ra siguro ko ni undang, no? And sa akong private practice kay lisod jud bitaw mag-go-on litigation. It's really hard to engage into to be a trial lawyer, to be a litigation lawyer. You have to prepare for the unconsciousness. I know
Murag timing na, attorney, nga magtabi na tao unsay
Oh.
human sa purpose, unsa may gusto natong ipabot sa atong audience, attorney.
The experience. So I want to share because we are talking about more early practice or early the first year of my practice. Yes.
Diba? Unsa to?
So I will be sharing with you my first. Then ayun ninyo gusba, wag niyong ulitin yung mga ginawa ko mistakes. So I will be sharing my vulnerabilities to you.
Ay, gabi, lisod sa na, attorney. Lisod sa na. Di ba ka mag-share ka sa atong mga sipiat?
Para hindi nyo na
Ulitin.
Ulitin.
Or
hindi nyo gayahin.
Hindi pareha sa
Or
kanang
hindi nyo
Jollibee sa
ma-experience.
uulitin. Kani, wag uulitin. Di ba?
So okay.
Nice, attorney. Sige, so this is your second point. First point, we need
We
to have
have the purpose.
Second
Kasi,
point is
we'll go with experience. So, short lang, Attorney Hill, for the purpose. The reason why you have to have your purpose to repeat is that kailangan mo yung purpose mo kasi ito yung panghahawakan mo along the practice. Because if you do not have the purpose, magkikwit ka. Mag-give up at mag-give up ka. Sa Tagalog na lang ta, guys.
parang it's
May
a matter
ano
of
kasi.
time. It's a matter of time lang. Hindi
Okay.
if, but when, attorney.
Not if, but when.
Oh.
So, now, let's go into experience. How did I use my purpose sa experience ko? Let's go first with the first appearance. First appearance in court.
Wow. First appearance.
Honestly, I was really anxious. Takot talaga ako, guys. Like, kinabahan talaga si me. Like, ayoko na. Parang gusto ko na mag-quit. Gusto ko na umuwi sa amin. Like, OA. Siya si OA.
Bro, may nag-request, attorney, na taglish lang daw.
Okay.
Yeah,
Taglish lang
taglish.
daw. I apologize.
Sorry, may
Sige.
ano pala, may nakikinig para sa ibang parts ng Philippines. So, dapat mag-English tayo at saka Tagalog.
Okay,
di ba?
Taglish.
Sige, attorney,
Okay.
taglish.
Sige.
First,
Let's talk
Sarap,
about
first appearance.
first appearance.
Sige, exciting.
Inambush mo kasi ako
Parang,
That's the good thing about private practice.
yeah, I think I would want to remember. Attorney Janjan, mag-appear ka sa court today. This is your first day and first appearance.
So, this is the contrast now because when I went here sa office during the first hearing, ano kasi yan
First day mo.
First day ko yon.
Yeah.
And then, my first day, appear agad sa court. And then, like, I was really, matapang talaga ako. Pumunta ako dito, hindi ko alam yung sasabihin ko. Like, when Attorney Hill asked me, okay, this is your first appearance, this is your first case, what will you say? Hala, ano sa mga question? Anong
Tagalog,
sasabihin
attorney.
ko?
Yes,
Tagalog ba lagi?
Hindi mo alam yung sasabihin mo, attorney?
Hindi.
Di ba tinuro sa law school?
All I know was to say good morning, Your Honor. Boy, and then yun lang. Pero, no, actually, when I first went to court, I don't know what to say. But, one thing, rule of thumb, you have to be really respectful. So, yun lang talaga. Be
Super
polite
respectful dapat.
and respectful sa judge and your colleague. Pero, this is what I said para ano na lang, to
Context.
have a context.
Yeah, at
So
least
I went there.
matuto yung
I
audience.
said, this is what I said. Good morning. Yeah, good morning, Your Honor. I am Attorney Janjan Contado, respectfully appearing for, plaintiff. Respectfully appearing for the plaintiff. So if you are for the defendant, kung sa defense ka, you'll say respectfully appearing for the defendants.
So I noticed, attorney, you were mentioning your name.
Oh,
But
yeah,
why do you have to
because
mention your name?
It was my first appearance in court. So the judge is not familiar with me, although the judge is familiar now with the other lawyers niya. Kasi ito yung first appearance ko in court.
Okay.
So I have to state my name for the judge to know how to, or
So
how
parang sa
she addressed me.
practice
Yes.
mo, attorney, pag first time nag-appear ka,
If it's like, dito kasi
first
sa...
of few appearance,
Yeah, dito kasi sa Toledo, at that time, we have 4 courts. At 3, 4. We have Branch 8,
Okay.
59, 29, and MTC. So, every first appearance ko doon sa every court, I would have to state my name para alam ng judge yung anong
Yes.
pangalan ko because I am a new lawyer at that
okay,
time.
okay.
Okay. Okay. The second...
So hindi mo alam kung ano yung sasabihin sa court.
Aside sa hindi ko alam, attorney, I will share my bloopers. Ganito yung nangyari sa akin. On my second appearance in court, I read the pleadings, the entire folder.
Oh.
Yeah. I read the entire folder from the start to end. Okay, parang confident na ako kasi alam ko na yung case. And then, I know that the case was handled by, or like, parang dumaan na ng 3 judges. So we have the first judge, the second judge, and then the incumbent judge. So I go to court. Alam ko, may iba-ibang judge.
Ang tagal na ng case na yun. I'm sure hindi yun isang taon.
And then, I make a manifestations about a certain order. Tapos, nagtanong yung judge, boy. Sabi niya, counsel, what was that order? Who was the presiding judge? And what was that, ano ba yung date ng order na yan? Wala, nataranta ako kasi hindi ko alam, tatanungin pala ng judge. Akala ko, I was assuming that the judge would know everything without even considering na marami silang binabasang records. So, I was actually reprimanded. Sabi ng judge, counsel, you have to come to court prepared. We don't have all the time para sa, excuses mo.
So, dapat talaga, attorney, hindi mo lang alam yung theory mo, at least ready ka din
Yes.
kung saan mo hanapin yung mga documents. Is that what you're saying, attorney?
You have, especially if ganyan yung cases, no, handled by different judges. Kasi,
marami din kasi
yung
silang
orders
sinasabi,
kasi
diba?
iba-iba, and then sometimes hindi na mabasa ng judge, so you have to help the court.
Yes.
You have to be helpful sa court,
Yeah.
sa judge.
So in fact, sa practice ko, attorney, dapat talaga ready tayo so that we can also save time para yung sa court ba. Kasi maraming hearings in a day.
Maraming cases
so
in a
we
day.
really have to, you are right, that we really have to help the court. Hindi pwede yung court lang lahat alam nila dapat.
That was my first mistake. I was assuming na alam ng court, alam ni judge, kasi siya yung nagbabasa, nasa kanila yung lahat ng records.
Okay. So that's very helpful sa mga, especially sa baguhan ng mga lawyers, attorney.
So when you first appear in court,
Mention your name.
you mention your name,
Super
para
respectful.
alam nila yung ng judge ang name mo, and then you have to be respectful and polite, and then you help the court pag sinabi na, you have to be prepared talaga na pag tinanong kung nasa na yung ganitong records, alam mo na dapat kung saan yun hanapin, so at least you have the presence of mind ba. Okay,
May question
Attorney
dito,
Hill,
Attorney
may
Hill?
question.
May question dito.
Sandali!
What was your biggest early practice lesson?
Oh,
Yun, lesson na yun. Ano pang ibang lesson kaya? Marami pa ba? Marami pa?
Marami akong isi-share, pero if one of the biggest and the most recent, ito yun eh.
Kahit isang taon na, attorney, may mistakes pa pala?
Yes, the recent one.
Sige, attorney.
Ito, nangyari to when I was 3 months in practice kasi. And then the order or the decision just came out now that I'm 1 year in practice. So we have this petition.
Ang tagal palang malaman, no?
Yeah.
Yung pagkakamali ng isang event or incident, di pala malaman agad-agad.
So, ganito yung nangyari.
Sige, sige.
We filed a petition, tapos may attachment doon na deed of, sige, mention na lang natin, deed of absolute sale, for example.
Okay.
Tapos may, doon, description ng lot. Let's say, for example, lot 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
So, ang nangyari is that, dalawa pala yung ganong deed of sale. Now, yung nilagay ko sa exhibit is yung 3, 4, 5. Hindi yung lot number 1, 2, 3. So, ngayon, ang nangyari is that okay na sana eh. Na hiningan kami ng certified true copy. Pero yung sinubmit ko na certified true copy, yung mali. Yun yung insert ko. Now, I was confident.
Are you saying, attorney, na hindi mo ba yung behavior na mag-check ng records?
Actually, we are duty bound to check the records to be careful, ganon. Pero in all reality, there are times that we are so confident that we became complacent na napabayaan na kasi alam mo parang okay na to kasi ganito na, ganyan. And then, okay na. So, hindi pala. So, the decision came in and the petition was dismissed because of that evidence in chief. Kasi yung deed of absolute sale na yun, yung attachment na yun yung evidence in chief.
So, what we are teaching the audience, attorney, is that dapat hindi complacent.
Oo.
Dapat review.
Kahit gaano mo pa kaalam yung case, kahit gaano ka pa ka-confident sa trial, you still have to check. Hindi ka dapat maging complacent, not in any time.
Attorney, naalala ko nung may associate ako dati. Naalala ko talaga, attorney. Nag-submit ng pleading. Hindi man lang sinaynan. Imagine that. Walang sign sa pangalan niya. Imagine that. And it's not just her. When I was new in practice also, attorney, nangyari din yan sa akin. And why is that? Hindi naman na tayo. Minsan lang talaga, let's say 5 pages, 5 copies, di ba? Nagsasubmit tayo sa court. 5 copy. Yung nasubmit natin sa court, yung pang 5 copy.
Wala pa yung maraming
hindi pala na-sign yung 5th copy. Imagine that. So, nagkakamali. Pero yung 4, may sign. Pero yung nasubmit mo, hindi na-sign. Yun yung challenge din. Diba? So, hindi talaga, yung being complacent, yun yung problem sa mga lawyers.
Because we're not perfect eh. We're just humans. But as much as we could, we should not be complacent.
Hindi dapat.
Okay. May ibang questions ba, Attorney Hill? Kasi we will proceed to our first
Sabi
pleading.
din ni Attorney Hope, ito, kasama namin sa IBP ito.
Hi, Attorney.
So, sabi ni Attorney Hope, early practice was really hard, especially when I equated self-worth with income. Yun yung problema. Hindi pwede talagang,
Kasi,
na lawyer tayo.
this is the stereotype kasi. When one becomes a lawyer, parang ang tingin ng mga kapitbahay natin, milyonaryo na tayo ba? Hindi ganon yun. Walang ganon. It's really, really challenging, pero we'll get there in time. So, now,
ano pang lesson, attorney? Ano pang experience mo ma-share mo, attorney?
Let's share about my first pleadings para hindi nila...
Di ba sabi mo
hindi
mga
nila
first
ulitin.
pala? Sige, first pleading.
Hindi nila gawin. So, my first pleading that I filed, ano ba yun? It was a motion for reconsideration. So, ito na lang. The first one kasi, ano ba yan? Motion for reconsideration. Okay, what I did not learn sa law school, baka hindi lang ako nakinig, no? Baka hindi lang ako nakinig sa professor ko. I'm sorry, Prof.
Sige.
Hindi pala talaga like as long as you follow the efficient paper rule, dapat alam niyo yon yung efficient paper. I think you all know that. But as to font style, wala namang as long as you don't go beyond the minimum like the
14 point na
yes.
na font.
Okay lang kahit mag-16 ka, mag-17 ka.
Hindi naman.
Sa type.
Yung mga
Joke lang pa.
Actually, Attorney Jan, may kasamaan ako na ano talaga, dinidismiss yung case niya because it's not following the efficient rule.
paper rule.
So, actually, you read it, parang hindi masyado, pero may mga judges talaga na i-dismiss. Kasi you're not following
they're
the
very
rules.
particular with the efficient paper rule. But as to the font style, walang bawal, guys. As long as it's readable, ha? But,
Okay. Sige.
anyway, I shall
Back to
read.
your motion for reconsideration.
Okay, that was my, parang nalito ako dun kay it was my first pleading man. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to write. So, naghanap na lang ako ng mga folders.
Are you telling me, Attorney Jan, na it was taking you more time to do kasi you are focused on how to present it?
Oo. To be more specific, I was really focused on the niceties.
Yun yung hirap, niceties.
Yes,
Kasi
the niceties.
baka minsan may mga ano pa yan. Hindi naman may mga bulaklak.
Wala naman, hindi naman tayo dumating sa point na may bulaklak.
Pero I have to tell you, Attorney Jan, at saka yung kasamahan natin, may mga picky na mga desisyon. Someone came to my office asking for legal advice kung ano yung natanggap niya. Kasi may binayaran siya na annulment case, I don't know what happened, pero may nakita siya na annulment case, nagbayad siya ng it was rush daw, less than 1 year, lalabas na yung decision. Ang nangyayari doon is that binayaran niya, siningil siya ng 200,000. Ang nangyari is that binigyan pa siya ng copy ng desisyon.
Wow.
Yung desisyon may mga emoji, mga heart pa. Yung mga signal, totoo talaga.
Grabe.
Sabi ko, sir, sorry pero hindi
This is
to
not
totoo.
legit. Yes.
Walang desisyon na ganito, attorney. Walang desisyon na ganito.
Sino ba yung may decision na may emoji?
Hindi talaga totoo. When I was researching it, yung ang nakasign yung judge, pero yung dapat di naman judge yung nagsasign ng isang order. Kasi notice lang ng desisyon. Hindi naman judge magsasign nun. So yun yung nangyari. Di ba?
Okay.
Katawa-tawa
So,
talaga.
parang like it's not.
Hindi, yung kasi sinabi yun, niceties eh.
Yeah, I'm all about the niceties kasi.
Yeah.
So I took too much, going back, I took too much time. Parang that pleading, I think, took 10 days.
10 days to make. Wow.
If you can remember, sabi mo sa akin, nasa na yung motion for reconsideration? Nasa na ko? Hindi ba tapos because half of the time I spent on tama ba tong font na to? Tama ba yung indentation ko? Tama ba yung comes now, the plaintiff, or like plaintiff through counsel? Ano ba yung tamang sasabihin? But then I realized, guys, that as long as you have the preliminaries and you follow the efficient paper rule, and the most important thing about pleading is your argument, your legal basis.
Yeah.
Yun. So, you have to, most of it you spend on studying kasi on legal basis. So, that's the most important thing about it. So, we have talked about na the first
attorney, may
appearance.
sinabi pa, may ano dito, si DM Ravina. May experience daw siya na yung sa...
I think it's my classmate.
Ah,
Hi,
yeah.
attorney.
Sabi ni DM Ravina na
Okay.
nagsasubmit siya ng papers, tapos sinabihan siya na iba yung gusto ng ng SEC. What can you say about it, attorney? Baka mabigyan natin ng insights yung mga
Ano ba yun?
bagong
I'm
lawyers.
processing the BIR registration for a corporation. And one of the requirement is sexcert or
Board resolution.
I learned in law school that the treasurer must be a resident, while the secretary must be a citizen and resident. But then, when they were processing for consultation na to, attorney.
Check registration sa BIR sa BIR.
Sa BIR pala.
The corporation may receive remark from, SEC pala.
Yeah.
The treasurer must be Filipino. Yeah, I'm confused.
Okay.
Sige.
O yan, sir?
Ikaw, gusto mo ako. Sige naman. So, ang kakatawa-tawa dyan is that yung mga interpretations talaga ng mga offices, iba-iba. Pero one thing I learned in practice is that dapat, attorney, you're not just more on kung ano yung batas. Dapat, pag matindi yung yung issue talaga, you can dwell on the batas.
On
You
the
can
law
dwell
itself.
on the law itself.
Kasi yun yung provided by law.
However, minsan we have to weigh kung yung client's interest ba or yung something na ganito yung sinabi ng batas and we have to follow it. Di ba? We know na pwede tayong mag-appeal sa minsan yung mga ruling na hindi tama, pwede naman natin i-appeal, pwede natin
Okay.
i-question. Kaso lang it will take years.
Okay.
It will take years. The goal is to incorporate, for example, to incorporate soonest possible time. Pwede ka namang tama si attorney na dapat
Tama ka,
resident,
okay.
di ba? Pero ang problema, it will take years if we have to focus on what's right or wrong. Di ba? So, we have to balance. Kung ikaw yung handling counsel, dapat you have to decide
To weigh, yes, to
kung
weigh.
tama yung gusto mo or yung gusto ng client na mapadali. Diba? So, you decide.
Okay. Nag-hi si DM Ravina. Hi, attorney. Erwin Matias said na dapat po talagang sundan yung efficient paper rule kasi pag tinahi yung record, hindi na po mabasa yung left side.
Tama.
Good.
Kaya mas
Sakto.
malaki yung sa left page
Tama.
na margin. Sige,
Just lang-
ano pa
okay.
yung attorney?
I want to share about, kasi ito yung
My first hearing, my first pleading.
the first presentation of witness.
Okay. Ikaw yung direct, ikaw yung cross.
I was the direct examiner
Okay,
at that time. So,
direct.
presentation ng witness natin. Okay. So,
Yeah.
first presentation. Kasi ito yung anticipated ng most new lawyers who are planning to go into litigation. Presentation of witness, first you need to prepare yourself. Actually, we new lawyers we have to admit it that we are like 3 steps behind sa litigation practice. Kasi first, we have to overcome our fear. Kasi we cannot deny na parang like we are anxious, nakakatago talaga because we are pressured by the expectations of our client and those who are in court present. And then now you have to have the confidence. And then second, what to say? Ano ba yung sasabihin mo? So parang at that point hindi ko alam yung anong sasabihin ko. I also have to overcome that now. Now that I know kung ano yung sasabihin ko, to prepare when is the right time to say it. So
So what happened on your first direct examination, attorney? May mga bloopers ba? May mga bloopers?
It's a good thing that the judge is lenient to the new lawyers.
Actually, attorney, yung judges, lenient sila sa bagong lawyers kasi it's also in their digital, yung tawag ng rules ng mga judges. Andyan din yan. Dapat, sila, helpful sila sa mga bagong lawyers.
The judge actually helped me because although I know what to say, like, Mr. Witness, do you remember having executed a judicial affidavit? So, pero first kasi yun parang kinain ko yung sinabi ko, guys. Do you remember having gano'n? So the judge
Parang, what I'm imagining, attorney, yung stenographer, hindi niya makuha yung sinabi mo. Di ba?
So the judge had to say, counsel, louder your voice and be clear about what you are saying.
Yun yung, attorney, sa experience natin, makikita natin kasi minsan yung lawyer, akala nila, yung boses nila, malakas.
I also thought na malakas na yung boses ko. Kasi para sa akin, malakas na yung boses ko I'm having okay.
I actually remember the attorney na sinabihan kita kasi I was with you at that time, then I cannot hear you. Parang, ano ba to? Sino ba yung kausap niya? Yung parang yung sarili lang niya. Di ba?
Okay, another thing in relation to presentation of witness is that after, like, di ba? Kasi yung, let's talk about the judicial affidavit kasi ito yung ipapa-identify natin sa witness natin in court during the presentation. So after the identification of and marking of the judicial affidavit, we have to be reminded, guys, we have to be reminded also of the exhibits na kailangan i-mark yun.
Okay.
We have to mark it.
Yung affidavit?
Yung attachments. Kasi,
yung attachments, yes.
there is one time I have observed in court that hindi na mark yung attachments. So, ang nangyari, parang during the offer of exhibits, hindi na include, parang na, ano ba yun?
Kasi
Na,
hindi
ano ba yun?
minark.
Anong term nun? Na,
So, hindi mo pwede i-offer.
It
Ano
was
yung ginawa?
offered but na-reject siya
Okay.
ng court.
In that case, pag may makalimutan tayo, what we can do normally is that pwede ka naman mag-file ng motion to admit or mark
Yes.
the evidence as
But
your exhibit.
what happened
So as
to-
long as na-identify in court.
Yeah, but what happened was that it was not identified.
Yun yung problem pag
Not
ganyan.
marked. Kasi akala nung lawyer, okay.
Hindi sa atin naman yun.
Hindi sa atin,
ha? Hindi sa atin.
It was
let's be
my
clear.
observation experience in court.
Hindi sa atin.
So, akala kasi niya, pag okay na yung, na-present na yung judicial affidavit, kasama na dun yung mga exhibits. Hindi pala. But,
Meron din attorney na hindi ma-identify yung accused. Super important ba? Identify yung accused.
oh yeah, in criminal cases, this is important. When it is your turn, lalo na pag ikaw yung private complainant, you have to really ask your witness ba to identify the accused.
Oh, very
Kung
common
pwede, ituro. So like for example, do you know the accused in this case? So yeah, so if you know the accused, if he is in this courtroom, can you point at him? So ganon yung gagawin. Ituturo mo, ipapa-identify mo yung witness kasi pag nakalimutan mo yun, anong
Pero
mangyayari?
yung ano natin, yung case natin, yung kalaban, di na-identify. Are we going to tell them?
They're gonna know. They're gonna know kasi live to eh.
Di ba? Let's just hope na they're watching now.
Okay.
Kasi mahirap talaga.
In relation to presentation of witness, I also want to share
Yung cross-exam mo?
my first cross-examination
Okay, yung
question.
cross-exam. What happened to your first cross-exam?
Ang to admit, ang pinaka-ayaw ko sa trial is the cross-examination. I can do presentation of witness, I can do mediation, I can do pre-trial, I can do preliminary conference, I can do status hearing, but cross-examination, I really have to tell myself, you have a purpose, you have to do this, you will not outgrow yourself if hindi mo gagawin to. So, but in time, naging comfortable naman ako, but it's until now, I'm still like nervous, no?
Mahirap talaga yung cross-examination. We can discuss that.
This is what I did. This is my mistake, ha? During the presentation of the cross-examination of witness of the opposing party, nagtanong ako. So,
Ikaw yung nag-cross.
Yeah, I was the cross-examiner. I have
Okay.
a lot of questions. I
Okay.
listed my questions. So, wala akong goal, guys. Wala akong objective. Ang objective ko lang is gusto kong matanong lahat ng tanong ko.
Pambihira. Yun, mali talaga yun.
Gusto
ano
ko-
nangyayari?
Kasi may lista ako eh. So,
Yeah.
dapat check yun lahat. Pero, ang mali doon,
Baka
guys.
naka-ChatGPT pa yung questions, di ba? Ang daming questions with ChatGPT.
So, ang mali doon is that I asked a question and then there is an answer from the witness. Tapos yung answer na yun, magagamit ko yun
To strengthen.
yes, to strengthen my case or like to destabilize their
Discredit.
discredit
The witness.
or like destabilize the entire
sige.
theory of the prosecution. Prosecution ba? The opposing party. Nalito na ako.
Pero defense tayo doon.
Okay.
So, prosecution din,
So,
tama.
yes, the entire theory
Ng ano.
ng
So, ano
prosecution.
nangyari doon?
So, ang nangyari,
What was your mistake?
I was not able to utilize
Bakit?
the answer. Kasi magagamit ko sana yun eh. I could use it to
Yeah. So, bakit hindi mo nagamit
Destabilize
yung
the-
question? Bakit hindi mo nagamit?
Hindi ako nakinig eh. I was not able to listen to her.
Bakit?
Because first, I was anxious. Because it's my first cross-examination.
Second?
Ang goal ko lang, mabasa ko lahat ng question.
Yun. So, you were focused more on your questions.
I was focused more on questions, not on the answers of the witness. So I was not able to.
So, if we are to
Take
convert the
advantage of
advice, ano yung advice?
Okay, if you will be conducting your first
Di lang first.
cross-examination,
Parang every time.
every time pala. No?
What would
You
it
could
be?
have prepared na your cross-examination questions, but when you come to court, you have to bear in mind na hindi talaga para hindi mo malalaman kasi kung ano yung mapipredict yung ano yung answer ng witness. So you have to listen to the answer of the witness para kung may makuha ka doon, like, oh, it's raising an ear.
So, dapat yung presence, is that what you're saying?
Presence of mind.
Yeah,
In
dapat.
short, in cross-examination, you have to have your presence of mind and your attention na listen ka doon sa
Actually, attorney, what I noticed sa practice is that dapat marunong ka talagang makinig while someone is talking and at the same time you are thinking.
O kasi yung ginawa ko doon,
Hindi pwedeng isa-isa lang.
Hindi pwede. So, we have to really train me. I have to triple time dito sa office namin, purple time. So,
kasi
really
sabi natin
practice all my skills.
yung what we observe sa litigation is that yung mga baguhang lawyers, ang challenge nila is they know the law.
Yes,
they know the law
we know
better
the law.
than us na marami na.
Mas
diba?
fresh nga sila.
Mas fresh kasi kaka-take lang ng
Kami
exam,
pala.
kaka-review lang. Ang challenge ng mga mabagong lawyers is that they don't have the skill yet na mag-recall sa learnings. That's the problem. And that one, they should learn that kasi yun yung most important skill ng mga lawyers. That they are able to recall at moments or on demand ba yung mga learnings. Kasi alam na nila eh.
They know when I am asked. I know, pero at that point, hindi ko maalala. Blanco yung
Yun.
yung utak ko.
So yun yung challenge.
Yeah. So, yeah, parang ano ba?
Sige,
Okay.
may iba pang point ato ni.
Yeah, actually,
Marami pa no, pero parang maubos yung ano. Anyway,
Yung
guys,
oras natin.
they don't have to worry kasi first episode lang.
Yeah, we
There
can
will
have
be-
a continuation of this.
Yeah. In fact, we'll be talking about next time yung consultation, how to do consultation. Kasi mahirap, walang papers, yun. We'll talk about paano i-conduct yung consultations.
Ito na lang very important.
Sige,
kasi
attorney.
sa mga new lawyers.
Sige.
This is coming from my observations in sa one of the hearings. I have observed, meron kasi doon presentation ng witness.
Okay.
And then the lawyer did was that he was being arrogant with the judge. He was parang pinilusok niya yung judge.
Ganun ba?
Tapos ginano niya.
Baka magaling naman talaga. Baka top ng bar exam yun.
Hindi ko rin alam.
Hindi mo alam.
I don't
Okay.
know. But ganito yung ginawa niya. So like and it seems to me parang sa tingin ko ba as an audience like watching him, parang minamak niya din yung fiscal ba. So what I want to impart at that experience is that we have to be really respectful. First, sa colleague natin, as a new lawyers, a fiscal, we are all friends.
Officers in court yan, di ba? Officers in court.
Officers in court. So, hindi tayo magkaaway. Yung yung client lang natin. So,
Hindi natin kaway yung client natin.
yung client, ay di pala. Ang magkaaway, correction, ang magkaaway lang if they
magkaaway,
are,
may issues lang. Hindi naman magkaaway. Wag tawagin hindi naman. May issues na sila.
ay pala, hindi kasi marunong magtagalog eh.
Yan. Yun yung hirap. Sige.
Pero pero
Sige.
para sa inyo, gagawin ko guys.
So,
Sige.
ano yung pinagsasabi mo? Be
First,
respectful sa
be
colleagues,
respectful
sa
colleagues.
lawyers.
And then also with the judge because it's not like really good to look at. Tapos rin, violation din yan ng
Ethics natin. Di ba?
Because we have our OT. Last thing na lang.
Sige, last. Ang dami pa kasi. Sige, ano
Last
pa?
thing as to the ito yung feeling, the feeling that we are having with being a new lawyer. Kasi during the conduct of my first cross-examination, yung opposing counsel ko, she was really an amazing cross-examiner. Magaling talaga siya.
Kala ko nag-cross-exam ka, tapos nag-cross-exam din siya.
Sorry.
Nalilito na ako
During my presentation of witness, it was her cross.
Kaya
time to
nagko-cross. Okay.
Okay. And that opposing counsel is very, amazing lawyer.
Magaling
Magaling siya
magaling.
mag-cross-examine. So, parang, meron akong expectations. Although I did my goal, I served to the best of my ability.
Okay.
Pero-
Parang lumabas na yung keyword, Sige.
Para kasing tinitingnan ko kasi siya as the barometer. Parang like, I did not do good as her. Parang, ano bang nangyari? Bakit ang galing niya? Bakit ako hindi?
Okay. Now you're talking about your emotions, Attorney Janjan.
So when I went to the office, like I was really blank and I was asking myself, I really want to be like her.
Or magaling. Or
if
better pa.
Pwede, better pa.
Okay.
So I want to have the skill set. Pero I cannot Parang like, ano ba yung choice ko? Ano bang gagawin ko? But wala But this is the most important part na you have to remember that iba-iba kayo ng face. This is our first year of practice. This is gonna be your first year of practice. So you are at phase 1. And then ako, I remember it. I am at phase 1. And then the opposing counsel was already phase 12, phase 13, phase 14. I don't know. So, iba yung barometer. So, as you can remember sa oath natin, to serve the people or our client to the best of our ability. So, kung
Yung
ginawa
ability, iba-iba.
yes.
Every phase or stage ng lawyer, iba yung ability.
Yeah, mag-i-improve at mag-i-improve ka. Huwag
Yeah.
kang magmamadali.
So,
You can learn. You can go fast. Purple time.
pero hindi pwedeng i-compare mo yung
Yes.
sarili mo sa mga nasa una.
Kasi
Di ba?
madami na siyang experience
At saka, what was the impact sa self mo nun?
At first, my first talaga
Na-down ka?
Reaction is that, yeah, it was really down, honestly. But, hindi I have to remind myself of my purpose. I want to serve as many people as I could. So, yun.
Recap natin yung mga learnings, Attorney.
Sige, let's recap na lang.
Recap natin,
Parang na-distract ako.
Ang dami, no?
Ang dami, no?
First, we have to be respectful. Diba, sa
We have
court?
to be, yes,
At
to
sa
our,
colleague?
Sa colleague.
Yeah,
Kasi,
officers.
minsan, ano tayo, opposing counsel. Pero minsan naman, collaborating.
Yeah.
So, we cannot make enemies.
In fact, Attorney, sa experience ko, mas madaling masettle yung case pag yung mga lawyers, magkaibigan, friends.
Yes.
Yeah, so maganda talaga.
Because sometimes kasi hindi, yung case, yung clients okay na, pero yung lawyer ayaw mag-settle.
Meron din ako. So, another lesson is?
To be polite and respectful
Yun,
sa court.
isa.
So you have to really ask for permission.
Yeah.
Sa court kung may sasabihin ka. So, and then second,
Yung complacent, dapat hindi complacent?
dapat hindi ka complacent. Dapat check mo talaga.
Okay.
Kahit gaano ka pa kagaling. And then appearance, you have to know
Where to look.
and then sa presentation of witness, you have to really listen sa answers na
Present. Dapat be present.
be present ka doon. Nandun ka na, look in the now, not what comes next and what was.
Tama.
What happened. Okay. And then, okay. Messages.
Pwede na tayo doon sa question and answer ito May marami akong question tayo.
Marami?
Para
Marami kang question.
pwede tayo at least yung audience natin, marami sila matutunan, di ba?
Okay, sige.
Sige, First question Attorney. What did law school not prepare you for? Ano ba yung hindi tinuturo sa law school, pero na-experience mo sa court? Brief. No need to explain deeper. Okay,
First talaga is how to handle emotion.
Emotion.
Yung expectations kasi, at first, hindi ko kasi alam paano i-handle yung expectations ng client. Kasi our clients expect us to win.
Yan. Yun yung pagkakaiba pag nasa private practice ka. Kasi yung client gusto talaga manalo. Next question natin What is one procedural mistake you made or almost made that taught you a major lesson?
One procedural mistake. Ano ba yun? Yung talagang focusing on niceties, forgetting the reglementary period. Importante
okay.
kasi sa atin yung reglementary period, guys, na masunod talaga natin yan. Kasi pag lumagpas na tayo doon, it could be very fatal to
Kasi
our case.
minsan, iniisip ng mga lawyer na meron pa silang maraming time. Ang problema is that on the, for example, date na deadline, may client na pumupunta. Di ba? Yung
wala.
challenge yun.
You
Out
have
of control na yan, di ba?
Wala ka ng time. Akala mo meron, pero wala na.
Okay. How do you prepare for walk-in consultations? Ibang topic na lang yan? Ano? Maganda yan sa ibang topic.
Ibang session kasi marami-rami yan.
Yeah.
There are a lot of
Techniques, no? Mga techniques, kung paano
techniques and
itanong,
then,
di ba?
Ano din, circumstances.
Yeah, so next session, guys. Remember, every third Saturday. Okay? Next is, what does a typical litigation week look like for you, attorney, nga engaged in private practice?
Oh,
Lawyering lang ba lahat? Ano ba?
dito sa atin, honestly, I have to say, if we are not on end case, but huge time is spent on studying, preparing, and then attacking yourself. Ano ba yung attacking yourself?
Oh, ano yan? Bago yan, attacking yourself.
You attack yourself. So, ito yun. When we prepare pleading, tapos na, you have the draft. So, it's a good thing that we already have artificial intelligence now. Like, for example, ChatGPT. So, you feed it to ChatGPT, you look for the loopholes, so you instruct ChatGPT. ChatGPT, if you are the opposing counsel, how would you destroy this pleading? What are the loopholes? So, in that way, you could prepare. Kasi you will not be able, especially first year into practice, hindi mo makikita lahat ng angles. Hindi talaga. So, you have to have another eye or another reader.
Ang hirap, attorney, yung mga nakikinig na lawyers ngayon, yun yung kalaban natin. Alam na nila na, di ba, magagaling na to. We will know. So,
But the purpose is to
attack
serve
yourself.
and then to make legal services accessible. So, marami na tayo, guys.
di ba, no? Again, attorney, attack yourself. Yun yung sabi mo.
Oh, so yes, you attack yourself para alam mo yung anong i-revise doon sa pleadings mo.
Sige. How do you organize your cases, deadlines, court settings, attorney?
During my first year, this is
First year pa man.
First month.
First month mo.
During my first month, I have like I have my notebook. Doon ko sinusulat yung notes ko. I also have my digital calendar. So, doon ko nilalagay yung next scheduled hearing.
Ano yung problem dyan, attorney? Parang marami ka. May notebook, may digital calendar, may laptop ka ba?
Meron pa
May folder ka pa?
Yung folder ng case.
Okay, at saka may laptop ka pa?
May laptop din.
May tab ba ka?
iPad, meron
iPad,
ako.
ang dami pala no.
So,
Dami, no?
in the iPad, I also have a notes app. So, the problem kasi doon
What's the problem doon? Sige.
is the fragmentation of the notes. Ganito yung nangyari eh. I have my calendar, you have your calendar, and our legal researcher has the calendar. So,
Okay.
there are times na nandun ako sa court, and then an order came in na may order ng next hearing. So, pagka...
Ikaw, yung nag-attend ng hearing, may
Ako yung
calendar ka.
natin.
Nakasulat sa
Meron
calendar mo.
Okay. Tapos, pagdating
Yung
ko
researcher
dito,
natin,
yung legal researcher, meron din siyang calendar niya. Sarili niyang calendar. So, personal. Now,
yung paper calendar, di ba? Nakasulat doon lahat.
yes, meron. Oo. So,
At saka ako din, mag-attend ng hearing, may calendar din ako.
meron din. Di ba? Ang daming calendar. So, ang nangyari, we have different inputs in the calendar. So, going back to my example, may order na na-receive dito while I was away. So, while na-input yon sa calendar dito sa office, but may mga dumating na clients, consultation, affidavits, or anything, marami, nakalimutan na i-encode sa
Calendar mo.
calendar.
At sa calendar ko.
Nakalimutan ko rin magtanong.
Yeah.
So, because that happened, what we do usually is to go to court every, parang 5 p.m. ba yun?
End of day.
End of the day. Para tingnan kung meron ba yung next schedule.
Baka may
hearing
namimiss.
namin. Oo.
Actually, attorney, may na-remember ako, dati kasi may assistant ako, yung task lang niya is i-update yung calendar ko. Kasi minsan may order na mama-receive, tas sila yung naka-receive, hindi ko alam. So, i-update yung calendar ko.
Diba? That's the problem with fragmentation.
Ang nangyari is that, hindi na calendar ng assistant ko. Nangyari, may hearing, hindi ako naka-attend. Na-issue ng bench warrant yung client ko.
Okay.
Di ba? Now, imagine that. It was very tragic. I was really feeling down kasi yun yung problema.
Oo nga, kasi we have to serve.
Yeah. So,
Pero-
dapat talaga may system.
yeah, we really need to have a system. While we have already an existing
System,
system,
pero fragmented.
fragmented kasi yun. So it's really important to have like at least one
Yung paki-plug,
centralized.
yung i-plug natin, yung in case, yan, nagsosolve din yan, di ba?
Okay.
So, next question na ito dalawang question na lang para ano. Okay, next question.
Question.
What is the hardest part emotionally in litigation? Emotionally. Yun yung problem ng mga bago.
Ano, the fear of failure.
Okay.
Kasi
Hindi ka naman iiyak, di ba? Hindi ka iiyak.
No. It's not all the time that you're gonna win the case.
I thought it's not gonna every time na you're gonna cry.
Pwede din. Hindi. So, parang
How did you feel,
the
attorney? Tanong ko.
heaviest part kasi,
How did you feel yung demurrer mo na deny?
that was interesting.
Yeah.
At first, we filed the demeritor evidence. Kasi, parang ang expectation ko na okay talaga yun,
Manalo,
ma-dismiss na
ma-quit yung
case,
client natin.
yes. But it was denied by the court. So, like, I was feeling na, siguro hindi pa ako magaling. Dapat, pagsigyan ko, puruhan pa yung mga legal basis ko. Galing
Nag-MR ka?
yung argument ko.
Nag-MR ka, no?
Nag-MR pa ako.
Tapos,
Parang, galit pa ako nun. Nang nag-type ako na yun, dapat ma-reconsider mo yung yung order mo. Judge, maawa ka naman. Ganon. But, anyway,
ano nangyari sa MR?
it was denied.
Deny pa rin.
So,
Parang high na high yung emotions mo doon.
alam mo, like, granted lahat, hindi ganun yun. But anyway, it's understandable naman. So,
Well, thankfully, ano nangyari sa case?
The good thing
Thankfully.
about it, I want to share also, is that when the case was decided, meron kasi ako, legal basis sa demeritor evidence and also sa motion for reconsideration. When the case was decided, na-acquit yung client.
Oy, wow! Ikaw yung gumawa ng di ba?
So,
MR.
and then, the most exciting and the most rewarding part about it is that na-cite ng judge yung legal basis na sinite ko sa demur and sa motion.
So, minsan talaga ito yung emotional, emotions na na-feel natin, hindi pala final yon.
Hindi parang until the case is concluded.
So,
Pero, meron pa naman tayong appeal. So,
buti hindi tayo, dyan.
if you have questions and you also want to
Pag may mga tanong kayo, guys, we're still gonna entertain questions. No? If you could, ito
message.
Ito last question natin If a new lawyer tells you na they're afraid sa litigation, or yung mga participants natin, they're gonna ask you, what would you tell them?
Matakot ka na lang.
Dapat
Kasi
talaga?
nakakatakot talaga.
Oo.
Nakakatakot talaga siya, but you have to overcome that uncomfortableness that you're feeling. The feeling of being uncomfortable is a key to growth kasi. So, sometimes, mag-give up ka na, wala na. So, that's why it's really important going back to our purpose, to have the...
So, importante talaga yung purpose, attorney.
Kasi, if you do not have the purpose, you will quit.
Kasi mahirap
right in the middle.
Actually, guys, I've been in practice for over a decade na, malapit na 15 years. Pero I have to tell you, mahirap talaga yung litigation.
And then, kailangan mo lang talaga isipin na ma-overcome mo din yan.
Pero
Kakapal din mo
honestly, attorney, from time to time, matatakot din ako. Yung fear, andyan pa rin
Yes, even
I have to be
until now,
honest. I have to be honest.
we are still like nervous, lalo na pag presentation. Kasi it's critical to the clients.
Kasi hindi kaso natin yan Kaso
Hindi
ng
sa
client
atin.
yan.
Kaso
We are here to protect the rights of the client. And that's why, attorney, advice ko sa mga bagong lawyers, dapat talaga you do your best. No? Dapat kahit hindi ka yung pinakamagaling, so as long as you're doing the best that you can do for our client, yun. Swak na swak yun. At saka yun yung oath na natin pinanumpaan natin So dapat talaga.
We recently took the oath. Our new lawyers also recently
Oh,
took
yeah.
the oath. So,
Guys,
have the-
be reminded of your oath every
to
time.
perform to the best of our ability. We need not be discouraged kasi dadating din tayo doon. So, now,
By closing statement ka pa?
recap.
Ha?
Can we do recap? Parang ang dami na natin
Oh,
sinabi.
sige. Recap ni mo, attorney. Purpose.
So, first is purpose kasi yun yung panghahawakan mo along the practice.
Okay.
Though, private and public practice is not for everyone, or like parang choice din natin yan if we engage into that or not. But you have to have your purpose. What is your deepest why? Kasi when things get difficult or
messy,
yun lang yung klarong panghahawakan mo kung bakit hindi ka mag-give up. Because if you don't have it, wala na.
Actually, attorney, I have to share something about it kasi may mga kakilala ako na nag-give up. Hindi na sila, ayaw na nila yung litigation. Kasi ayaw nilang papagalitan sa judge, insultuhin sa client. Insultuhin sa client. Marami yan. May mga client na abusive. Yan, ang hirap. By the way, we'll be talking about it on how to handle yung mga clients na ganyan. No? Marami pa yung pag-uusapan. Isang taon pa tayong magkakasama eh. Di ba? Every third Saturday. Di ba? Kasi yung in case, nagtutulong
we'll
sa atin.
go now to the second yung experience.
Experience mo.
So, you have to be like, introduce yourself, yung first appearance mo, and then sa pleading, don't take too much time about the niceties as long as you follow the rules. Importante yon. And then sa presentation of witness, you have to really like check it before ka mag-present, and then you have to make sure na yung mga attachments mo are marked and identified by the witness. And then third,
including yung accused.
identify yung accused.
Okay.
So fourth is the cross-examination. You have to be attentive, be there, be present, pakinggan mo yung answers ng witness kasi magagamit mo din yun. There are answers that you could utilize to somehow take it to your advantage.
Yeah.
And then, let's have the observations.
Yeah, observations.
Be polite with your colleagues and the judge. Be respectful kasi hindi naman tayo magkalaban.
Yeah.
And then, last thing is going back to the last part na lang ito ng message ko. What is not also teach or taught in law school is the thinking about the not happy path. The not happy path.
And not happy path.
Kasi we all know we expected these processes na appear ka ng hearing, ganito mangyayari sa preliminary conference, ganito yung gagawin mo. Pero what if the other counsel has his own questions? Masusurprise ka na lang, di ba? What if present pala yung
client mo, witness yung client mo.
Witness pala yung client mo.
Tapos pagdating doon, hindi na makasagot-sagot, di ba? What are you gonna do?
Oh, yes. So, you have to prepare. You also have to prepare for that. So, how do we know the not happy path? So, that's for you to think about beyond the picture.
After you're done with your preparation, you always ask, what am I missing?
And what are the
non-obvious
worst case scenarios?
Worst case scenario, you have to prepare. Okay. So, ang dami no. I hope yung mga listeners natin ngayon, Attorney John, na may natutunan sila. Isang oras kasi yung limit natin eh. Lampas na tayo. So, I hope guys, you learn a lot. I hope you learn a lot. And then, don't forget na every third Saturday sa month at 6 p.m. magla-live tayo.
So, thank you for having us in the first episode of Off Court series. And then, see you again ba? See you again, ha?
Third Saturday on March.
Okay, so next episode ng Off Court
series. And guys, for those who are in practice, don't forget, you try in case. Yung in case talaga, so much help sa amin.
We have nga a feedback here from a user of...
So, yung in case talaga, i-upload lang ng office kung ano yung mga naiwan namin. So, wala na talagang problema. At saka, secure yung documents natin. Kasi protected, tayo, sa Google yung account natin eh. So, protected talaga. Yung privacy, it's being considered.
It's the first priority.
Paramount consideration talaga yung natin.
If you wanna know more about NCase, nasa comment section ang link.
Yeah.
Wala tayong
billing pa sa client. yung mga, by the way, we'll be talking also about how to bill yung mga
Oh,
client.
yung billing kasi
Minor techniques.
I have read a post na parang ang hirap daw maningil.
Yeah, ang hirap. Pero wait, in case, masosolve yan.
Yung
And
billing,
we'll
hindi
also
na
talk
problema.
about it. Di ba?
Okay, so,
So-
we're gonna talk about it. If they have a topic na gusto nilang i-request.
Yes.
Yes.
They can suggest. Di ba?
They can suggest any topics. You can plug your questions and we will answer it on the next episode.
Yeah.
We will do our best. So, the link,
Saan nila maano? Yung mga gusto nilang
if they want to learn more about NCase, nasa comment section. (8586) again 0962-051-8586, or if you
We are your host, no? Thank you for your time. We are your host,
we're your host for the night, and thank you for having us.
Attorney Jan
I'm
and
Attorney Jan and Attorney Giovanni Hill.
signing off. Bye!